Covenant is the 8th installment in the classic Alien franchise, which began in 1979 with that science fiction masterpiece Alien, which was directed by Ridley Scott, who went on to direct such great films like Blade Runner, Thelma and Louise, Gladiator, Black Hawk Down, and American Gangster. After returning to the Alien franchise in 2012 with the previous installment Prometheus, Scott is back as director once again with this film. In this film, the crew of a colonization ship wake from stasis and receive a signal from a nearby unknown planet, and they all go to and land on the planet to investigate. Along the way, they lose a crew member and hold a funeral for him by jettisoning his body out into space, and the remaining crew encounter those memorable alien eggs, then a chestburster, and then finally a xenomorph. You're probably wondering right now, is this guy sure he's reviewing the right movie? And the answer is yes, I am. I am reviewing the right movie. There is actually much more to this movie than what I just described, but I'm not going to spoil any of it for you. This movie is actually an entertaining and interesting take on the Alien series and its storyline. It actually plays like half 21st century update of Alien, half Prometheus sequel, the latter of which it is. And as a sequel to Prometheus, it does clear up some of the question marks that were still there at the end of that film, while at the same time slowly morphing into an official Alien film, which it eventually becomes, and in the end stands on its own along with the rest. Remember, this is also still a prequel to Alien, just like Prometheus. As expected from one of these films, the sets, production design, effects, cinematography, cast, tone, action, suspense, and scares are all first-rate. Scott, being the old-school director he is, does much of this movie the old-fashioned way, with much of it being accomplished in camera. Yes, CGI and blue screen are still used here, but Scott is not dumb. As I mentioned, the cast is first-rate, but for me, the standout was and is Michael Fassbender. He was great in the previous film Prometheus, but it is really this film where he really gets to shine, and boy does he. You will have to see the movie to know what I mean. Believe me, he is not only a standout in this film, but a standout in the entire Alien franchise. That's just me, but that's what I think. Now, where do I rank this film with all the rest of the films in the Alien series? Well, for me, my number one favorite has always been the classic 1979 original, and always will be. Number two is the first sequel, Aliens, and then this film, Alien Covenant, would be number 3. Prometheus would be number 4 for me. I know that film didn't totally look and feel like an Alien movie, but at least it was a much needed step up in the franchise, because all the other installments in between that and Aliens had been stepping down further and further as they went. So that's a thumbs up for me on Alien Covenant. Thank you so much for watching, and there will be more because Lehtonen's home theater is always showing.